We've got best. Basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Cleveland.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Christie can't make it. And here are the Cavaliers. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. We're looking to make amends this season.
Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Westbrook. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And Morant throws it down.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell. And he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Hunter, no good.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. Morant drives in. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Now here's Westbrook. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
The absolute ferocity from Russell Westbrook. The rim. My goodness, how you feeling?
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
To the middle. And that one's good, Mitchell.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Outside, Davis. Elbow shot. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Hunter on the wing. Back to Mobley. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Morant with it. Westbrook picks him up. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Mobley wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Great positioning on the putback.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Right side, Westbrook. Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Stolen by Mitchell. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten it. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Smith for three. Hits it from three-point range. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Boy, the ability of Thomas Bryant to play over the top of the defense, so impressive. Gets long and finishes with authority.
Lively, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Merrill. Drains it from beyond the arc. Merrill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Strong take by Simons. I'll tell you what, he's really added some strength over the years.
Here's Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. It goes on Derek Lively. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate his shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender. That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
For three, Smith. The Cavaliers pull it in. And Merrill has it in the corner. Down low. Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least,
You got to be kidding.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Westbrook. 1:53 left in the first half. A kick out to Mobley. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Dallas leading by 10. Outside, Russell. Pass to Toppin. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Mitchell outside. Offensive rebound. Toppin with the steal. J.R. Smith on the wing. And it's Dallas with another. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Pull-up jumper. Pass to Westbrook. Mitchell outside. Back to Westbrook. He takes it in. Toppin pulls it in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's the floater. Russell, no luck.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Mavericks leading by 14. And it's Smith missing. And now the fast break. Mitchell, explosive finish.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And that does it for the first half of play. Mavericks lead by 12. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Indoors with the big trade last season, there's more than a little pressure to win in Dallas.
Kevin, this organization traded away a generational star in Luka Doncic, one of the great players we've seen come into the league as an 18-year-old. And you've got a player in Anthony Davis who has an injury history and is 6 years older. You better believe there's pressure in D-Town.
In the corner, it's Mobley. 6 to shoot. Driving the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 6 points for Evan Mobley.
Boy, you see the strides of Evan Mobley. This guy puts it on the deck and gets to the basket.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 13-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This guy is just relentless. Russell Westbrook is a handful to deal with.
And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, long-time record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
And it's Morant missing. The Cavaliers trailed by 13. Brown champs it in.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Pass to Christie. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Christie's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Dallas. A kick out to Mobley. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Christie. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Gets to the corner and buries it. Christie's got 8 points.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Here's Westbrook, and he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Christie. Eason, the screen. Christie can't make it. The Cavaliers trail by 14. It's Mobley, top of the key. Back to Hunter. Mobley, right side. Hunter, the screen. Here's Brown. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim, and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Outside, Simon. Pass to Lively. Good on the shot. Lively's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, you can see Lively adding to his toolkit. You love that little interior bucket.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Cavaliers with some changes. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. In the corner, it's Bryant. And Lively pulls it down.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pass to Strus. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
The moment that three went in on the other end, Strus is saying, get me the basketball. What an answer.
Here's Simons. He's got 9. Now Smith for 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Where they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Merrill. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Inside. Bryant looking it over. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing
36.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Ball. Merrill on the wing to the inside. And stolen by Eason. Here's Christie. Traps in the tray. Christie's got 11 in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Here's Ball. Yep, it counts.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
In the corner, it's Eason. To the paint, Davis. And Ball with the block. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two. It'll be a jump ball.
Shot clock at 5. Back to Morant. There's the drive. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Right side, Bryant. Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Tyson. They get the rebound. Now Strus. He's guarded by Davis. And it's Max Strus with the three.
Well, this is Max Strus's job. Three-point opportunity, yes, sir.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Morant surveying the D. Smith outside. Morant outside. Now Davis. TV, no question. Anthony Davis had a lot of hype when he was drafted in 2012.
Kevin, how could he not? He won a national title collegiately. He has incredible size and skill on both ends of the floor. That hype was real, and it was earned.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
The kick out to Westbrook. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Boy, the reach. Mobley so tough defensively.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Max Christie. Mobley with the block.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
Here's Brown. Oh, the slam dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Smith fires. Missed on the three. So it's the Cavaliers now. It's an 18-point game. Count that one.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Mobley outside. Oh, good with the triple. Here are the Mavericks now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Davis.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
And Davis sends it back.
Come on, man. You gotta bring it harder than that when AD is meeting you at the rim. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And stolen by Hunter. Here's Mobley. Comes up empty down low. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up.